All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing to rest because I think this is what everybody. This is the details that everybody really wants to know. What the hell happened when I got back from New York? First of all, I was driving a Lincoln Town car that I started. Well, I remember before I was coming in Chicago, I checked the oil to this car. There was no oil in the car. Now a drop of oil in this car, right? So I had to get an oil change. Got on the expressway, and keep in mind the individual I was staying with was nowhere to be found. And I remember the day before I had left, somebody left a note on my car talking about, it was in all black letters saying something about my car alarm was going off all night, which I knew that was a lie. And then I had situations where I go outside, people would be putting rocks behind the tire, very sharp objects behind my tire. I was having nails in my tires, guys. I was being systematically harassed very viciously from the time I left New York till I was coming to Chicago. And just think about this. I had enemies in both cities plotting and planning my every move. Can you guys imagine this? But I had some letter on my car, like all kind of stuff. People stealing rental bikes, stealing my stuff, breaking stuff. And when I got to Chicago, I had a broken axle on a Lincoln Town car. I started to notice they do a lot of stuff with your axle. Even the car I'm driving now got an axle issue. They do a lot of stuff with the axles when they fuck up your car. So I've been under attack for a very long time. So when I came to Chicago, keep in mind, guys, my whole thing was to visit my grandparents or my grandfather and visit my parents who I hadn't seen in, I believe, 5 or 6 years. And so I had to stay at their house for a couple of days. When I got there, of course, they left because they used to always do that. Whenever I came to stay, they would leave and go out somewhere and say that they was going on, out of town for a while. I know that's a complete lie. I want you guys to keep in mind that everything that these people taught me as far as like righteousness and good, I now know that these people are not my real parents. That's not my father. I'm not even the person I am. These people didn't make me. You can't make something like this. Only God can make something like me. You can't make nothing like this. And if I had been made by them, I would have been dead a long time ago now, wouldn't I? My Father's in heaven. And I was sent from above to come down here and do my fucking job. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. You don't believe me? Go look my name up in Gematria. You'll see for yourself. So this whole thing about me getting kicked out of a house, guys, understand that when I got to Chicago, I was living out of hotels. I wasn't living with my parents. I stayed with them a couple of days. I had a couple of car issues, had to borrow a couple hundred. Remember them, a few $100. My axle was broken, and my so-called mother, insisted that I go to her mechanic, who I now know was fucking up my car. Every time I went to them, they fixed something else went wrong until finally went wrong. I forget what you call that thing. I forget that. Oh my God, I can't even remember the name of it, guys. But it's when basically the whole car is kaput unless you get that thing like totally switched out. Which it was cheap on Lincoln Town car, but these people, they fucked up my Lincoln Town car, guys. I liked my Lincoln Town car. Don't get it twisted. I love that Lincoln Town. These mechanics, that mother insists. My mother always insists and stuff. Oh, take this job with Amtrak, trying to get me to go out of town. Oh, stay here. Oh, stay there. Always trying to control shit, obviously to get me killed, set up. I kept wondering why I kept fighting with this individual about like where to take my car, where to do this, where to do that. I couldn't understand why she kept taking control over the whole situation to tell me, where to go get my car fixed and all this type of stuff, only to end up my car got even more damaged. So finally, I was gonna rent a car. Keep in mind, guys, I was gonna rent a vehicle. I had, basically trashed the car, got some money for the car to the junkyard or whatever. And I was going to just rent a car to do the job that I do. Well, here comes the person being controlled. The narcissist comes in and control the situation, acting like they're saving the day, but really trying to hurt you. So my mother ended up giving me my father's car, who, by the way, he said that his engine had shut down. on his car. The engine went kaput. Guys, there's a lot of details to this stuff where it's like, I saw my angels fucking shit. Like, these people were doing this, my angels was doing that. These people were doing this, then my angels was doing that. Guys, this was the first time in my life I can honestly say that I was confused in a motherfucker. I didn't know what the hell was going on, okay? And these so-called parents were acting very strange. I could not really understand their behavior. And let's just say I was very concerned. But I did not live with them. This was me visiting for 2 or 3 days and get my car fixed at the mechanic that my so-called mother wanted me to go to for very, very badly for some strange reason. Now I know, right? So they set up a skit for me, whereas my mother gave me my father's, because this was a skit. My mother said, came downstairs next morning, no, don't rent a car, just take your father's car. And then she told my father, I'll buy you another. And I know, and I'm thinking, where are all these old, how are these old, in this part of my mind, I'm thinking, how all these old ass people got all this money? I was watching the traveling couple send message on my Facebook, brand new house built from, and I'm just like, how mother paying $30,000 for a car, giving it to me, telling my dad she'll buy him another one, don't work. I'm thinking, what in the hell is going on? How all these people got all this money? Meanwhile, my father says I'm a slack, calls me a slacker. Guys, these people were trying to set up a skit for me, which I now know. They were trying to literally have me go insane, telling lies and all kind of stuff about my character that is not true. I've never been a slacker. I've worked almost every day for the past damn near 4 years. And that can be tracked. That's what I've been actually doing. And that's what God wanted me to do, to keep my energy away from these people. This is why I'm in this car all the time, because God has been protecting me away from these motherfuckers. So it didn't matter what was going on with my mail. God told me, I got to sit you down for a while until I settle this thing. That's the message I got from God. And I'm waiting for this fucking thing to be settled. I'm so glad that I got this clarity, guys. I'm still glad I'm alive to tell this story, because they ran some big skit on me. So after when my so-called mother gave me my dad's car, they set up a skit where the next morning my father approached me while I was trying to move some stuff into the town car. I was getting ready to sell it, so I had to take some stuff out. This individual walks up to me in my face and starts talking shit until it ended up me and him. Well, I shouted at him. And then the next day I received an email from my so-called mother telling me I wasn't allowed to come back to the house no more. Now, there's no reason for me to get into the details, guys, of what he said and what I said. The bottom line was they set up a skit where this man came on my face on a Tuesday morning and basically started some trouble with me that he knew that I was going to be shouting at him. And then I got that letter that you could never come back. Then I went to go tell a cousin about what happened. Keep in mind, guys, everybody that I went to for advice was in on it. Guys, can you imagine? It's just like Bruce Lee movie when all the doors closed, Into the Dragon, all the doors closed on him. You just stuck in the dungeon. You don't know where the hell to go. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to talk to. It's like what this one goddess said. She's like, it's like being on fire and nobody gave a drop of water to put that fire out. That's why I say I'm going to burn these motherfuckers in court. I'm going to burn them. Any tactics they may think they may have to get me back in any kind of way, that's not happening. They better go ask God for that shit, and good luck for that. These motherfuckers, guys, they set me on fire without a drop of water from nobody. Can you imagine how I'm just like totally confused? I didn't know what the hell was going on, but everybody was acting crazy. Everybody. And then when our whole situation was over, I remember I showed the individual that I know from the past. She's like, how the hell your mother send you a letter like this? And then she said she loved you at the end. See, this individual was always sending me emails talking about I love you. Never spoke to me. I thought that was very strange. This demon didn't love me. How you trying to kill somebody and you love them at the same time? Now, everything that these people ever done for me that I thought was generous, I now don't give a fuck. That's why I say ain't no tear being shed over here. Ain't no love. These people stole from me everything that I did. Kind of reminds me of the story of David when, I forget who, but they started sleeping with somebody's family members on the roof. Guys, these people sucked me for everything I had. My money that was owed to me, my homes, any type of woman that I messed with in the past, they went after them to try to sleep with them. These people been sucking my energy ever since I was born into this motherfucker. I was born into a parasitic piece of shit fucking family. But now I know why though, and I have clarity. Thanks to the Most High. How the hell can you attack somebody that you've been sucking energy from their whole life? Dealing with women that they dealt with in the past. Only getting paid because of my name, and then you try to bury the person that you bite the hand that feeds you. You don't not only bite the hand and try to feed you, you try to literally destroy the hands that feed you. I wish nothing but these people to go straight to hell. Even when they go to jail, I still won't be satisfied. It's caused a great burden on me, but I'm pretty sure I'll be happy once these fools is locked up and I can live my life and get what I deserve. All the disrespect to my ancestors. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there, guys. But basically, I was saying that all right, guys, so what I'm upset about is I'm not even thinking about the money. Some of y'all having fantasies about me with a big ass fucking McDonald's smile on my face because of some money. Yeah, that's what I make y'all think. I'm really pissed off that these individuals disrespected my ancestors like that. I would never meet people like my grandfather. I would never ever meet people like honorable people like that again in this lifetime, most likely. How you can disrespect somebody that leaves something, leaves a will, leaves stuff like that, and you burn their shit down and try to destroy the individual. Let's say I was dying and I wanted to leave my money to somebody, and somebody damaged my property and then went against my will. Well, wherever I am, I'll be wanting the fires of hell to get up on their ass too. How you just gonna disrespect an honorable person like that? There's no honor in these people, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.